We are following severe weather breaking news out of Nyssa, Oregon, our neighbors just to the west, where a severe storm has torn through that area. It started just about 3 hours ago.
We have Malheur County Sheriff Travis Johnson on the phone right now. Sheriff, what can you tell us about the damage over in Nyssa right now?
Well, about 1:45 this afternoon, we had a severe thunderstorm come through, breaking several power poles and downing power lines. Some flooding that closed streets for a short time. The flooding seems to be subsiding at this point. Also damage to some vehicles, some onion packing facilities, and a few other buildings around.
Sheriff, we're hearing some reports about maybe some car accidents or maybe some driving incidents. Are you aware of anything happening on the roads in Nyssa as a result of poor driving conditions?
I'm not aware of any at this time. That doesn't mean it hasn't happened. Information's still rolling in to me. There's a lot of services out working on this situation, so I don't have all the updates at this time, but it wouldn't surprise me. There was some pretty significant flooding, power lines blocking roads.
Any estimated time of when we'll see the power come back on?
I have not talked with Idaho Power. I know they're out in full force trying to get things going. I would guess it's going to be several hours at best. Several of these power poles are sheared off and going to have to be replaced.
And Sheriff, I'm curious, as you look outside your office, does it look like the storm, I guess, is kind of cleared from your area? And do you have advice for people in your community about what they should be doing at this point?
Well, the storm is definitely cleared from my area. I'm over in Vail, but it also appears it's clear in Nyssa at this point. As far as advice goes, if you don't have a reason to be out and about, it's best to stay home. Allow those utilities and public works and law enforcement to get things cleaned up and get safe again. And so it's best just to be able to stay out of the way at this point. If possible, obviously there's reasons to be out and about, but if you do go out, make sure to pay attention, travel safe, and keep your eyes going to make sure you don't see a down power line or any other dangerous objects that might cause a problem.
And just really quickly here, if people are seeing any issues out there, should they be reporting it to you guys, and what's the best way to do that? Yeah,
they can report by calling our dispatch center at 541-473-5125. Generally, if there's no utility companies or law enforcement or public works or anyone around the area, maybe it's a good idea to call in. Likely they'll see, someone there working on the situation, so there won't be a need to call in at that point.
Awesome. Okay, so that is Malheur County Sheriff Travis Johnson joining us. Sheriff, thank you so much for your time. I did just learn that we have a crew that is arriving close to the scene there, so we will check in on the extent of that damage in a short time. Again, thanks to the sheriff again out in Malheur County.